We're back. Volgende gast is de oprichter van Boom Chicago. En Vincent had het over de heropening van Boom Chicago vorige week en deze week ook. Dus wij praten nu met Andrew Moskos. Are you there?
Hi, Greg. Hello.
Okay, good sound and and is this one piece of hair driving you crazy? It's
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. Anyway.
Ik zag het niet. Tot je dat...
Good. Okay. Good. So that. Anyway, yeah, this is a good connection, isn't it?
Ja, kunnen we het in Engels doen? Mag dat?
Oh God, yeah. Waarom niet? And yeah, ieder zijn eigen taal, so why not English? But this is StreamYard we're using. Have you used that before?
I have not, but so far so good, I would say.
So far so good. Let's just jinx it right away.
Hey, congratulations on your streaming shows, Greg. I have to say, 3 well done. I suppose you must have talked about them earlier today.
Yes. On YouTube Live, that was the medium that was chosen with the streaming partners. We are live, right?
Yeah. We wanted to do something as I was the director of the show, so it was a bit of a half compliment and a half humble brag.
Well, I mean, oprichter van, he's the Mr. Boom Chicago here, and
But it was nice. Like, I mean, you and Pep both, knocked out a great show. We wanted to do something big was the idea.
Yeah.
Not Zoom calls from people's houses to give it sort of that show feeling.
Hey, come on.
Yeah. But I got to say, you just did it great, and they did it great too. The deck was great, no lag, good interaction with people, 3 cameras. We were super proud of it. I don't know any other theater anywhere in the world that did something, so big.
Right. Yeah, I know. I mean, let's take a step back and, I mean, we're friends and we've worked closely over the past week, but I didn't get to ask, when the Netherlands, I think I remember the date because it was this close to being Friday the 13th, right? But it was the day before, it was the 12th of March. Thursday the 12th, and that's when the word came down. It was like the writing was on the wall, but then came the press conference. Yeah, no, we're really shutting down the theaters, the events of over 100 people. And so, I mean, I didn't talk to you that day, but what was that like at the whole theater even?
It happened so quickly, I guess. I mean, the idea, well, first of all, it really was quickly. It was that, 5:30 in the afternoon, we heard the message, about being closed at 6. And I was thinking like, oh, does it have to be so untelegraphed?
Right.
I mean, I thought the restaurants were cooking for that night. Why not? I mean, I understand if they'd said we're going to start in 3 days, then the whole country would have had a party for 3 days. So, I mean, I understand it starts tonight, but why not 12 noon, for your 6 o'clock stop?
Right? I hadn't even thought about that. Oh my God. If they'd said, 3 more days, and then the parties that would have happened. People trying to use up we have to use up our whole budget for the whole year in 24 hours. Now that would have been a party.
At 1 a.m., all bars closed. It would have been, King's night around the country. And it would have been a building of Corona in 4 hours.
Yeah. Anyway, so quickly, Boom Chicago had to adapt.
It was so strange. I mean, because we get a hit on all sides, of course. Like first, we do a lot of corporate stuff, as you know. First, some of the event stuff canceled, then all of the event stuff canceled, and we do a lot of buyouts in the theater. Of course, then they all canceled. We have a big client of cruise lines where we train all the front of house people for cruise lines, big cruise lines here in Europe, and then of course it's not a good time to be in the cruise business either.
Wow.
And then the year itself, so it was like every bit of business and stream all got shut down. So that was tough. But we switched over into doing the digital stuff. We were moving there already, and we just got there faster. But we are doing our first sort of like big scale digital events, and we've come up with a nice way to get more bang out of these events, so they still feel like there's something special. You know,
Yeah.
you got to have opportunities to be impressed and be wowed, and so we do that with a combination of sort of our content and good tech. Again, that good tech is so part of things.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, I was suspicious, would people be booking digital events at all? And the answer now
Yeah.
seems to be yes. So, you know, it still comes
Yeah.
down to good hosting, good contact,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
planning, good structure, and those are all things that that Boom Chicago is good at. So that's
And
nice.
let's throw in improvisation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boom Chicago and improvisatie theater. So it is nice to see that we seem to be benefiting from practicing what we preach, basically.
Roll with the punches. I mean, these are not
Yeah.
just we teach, but these things, you know, are more and more important now. And
Yeah.
the road forward is not so clear. You know, the
Yeah.
idea to like take in information, adapt, and then respond quickly. It's like, you know, agile, you know, squared, you know,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. So it was. I think you came with the pitch at the end of March that we could do a reopening, but social distancing edition. So that's how we took the right.
That was the idea, right? Which is like, you know, what can we do that is allowed and safe? And, you know, a lot of people, you know, in the middle of the lockdown, you know, kind of had to be reminded, which is, you know, the point of the lockdown is not that business stops. You know, you're supposed to do your work at home where possible, but,
Yeah.
you know, businesses are not closed except for theaters, you know,
Yeah.
bars, restaurants.
Yeah.
Or, but you know, the other stores that are closed because there's just not enough foot traffic and not enough business, but not by the government. And
Right.
this 1.5 meter society that Rutte says we should be thinking about living in. Well,
Yeah.
you know, that's it turns out that you can do a sort of a 2-person stand-up show 1.5 meters apart. The tech crew is all far apart. So there are certain shows that we can do, and your show, you know, was one of them. So we were excited to put on a big quality, high quality, funny live show. So it's not just, you know, old games from you know, past years. It's not stage. You know, it was a real live show about now. So that's why it was successful. People watch it. You know, if you come to Boom Chicago's YouTube page, then you can see the Trump Up the Volume, all 3 episodes that Pep was and you were, of course, were starring in. So
yes, and
we've got new ones. Let me do the pub for the new ones too next week.
Yes, of course. Yeah, you do the transition. This is good.
Yeah, Going Steady. 2 of our actors, Matt Castelvi and Stacey Smith, are doing a 2-person improvised show with music director Sasha Hudemacher, and they are all in the same place. Luckily, Matt and Stacey are a couple, so they can actually, you know, touch each other's faces, sit on each other's laps, be close. So that's nice.
Yes.
Sasha, super, you know, improvising musician as well as a great producer of music. So it's gonna have a little bit of that shot of improv energy that Boom Chicago does online. So that's Tuesday is the first day, the 21st of April. That's tomorrow. 8 o'clock Amsterdam time, and so please
Tuesday I'll be there in the audience, safely seated apart. But I mean, we've seen improvisational companies and some of our dear friends, even from hometown Chicago, that are with some well-known theaters that are trying to do musical improvisation via Zoom. And if there is even my second of delay, the music is out the window. It's so frustrating, but luckily, at Boom Chicago on the YouTube channel, it will be streaming live. They'll be, on stage. And hey, Pep and I are not married. We're not engaged. As good friends as we are, we still have to stay, 1.5 meters apart. But with Matt and Stacey on stage tomorrow night, they will have much more freedom.
Yeah, it should be cool, and it's hard to figure out how to do performances in this sort of digital world, and a lot of people are still figuring it out. And let's also give everyone a little bit of understanding, which is it's version 1.0 is not the final product, so we're all trying to figure it out a bit. But getting people in the same space for us is really important, and luckily we've got such a big enough theater that we can have safe shows. The next question is how can we do safe shows for audiences? And I was already working on it on the weekend about how to structure the theater in a way where people come and be safe. Like we've got again a big theater with different doors, so
Yeah.
you can go in one door, come out the other.
Yeah.
So it's you never have to sort of bump into people in small spaces.
Yeah.
We'll keep everyone a meter and a half away in the bar, and then seating. We'll have like tables for couples. So these are people that quarantine together around a small table, like we did something like that in Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
And then other people would be a meter and a half away with sort of like a service table in the middle. So our waiter would put on a table near yours and then walk away, and then you would sort of go get it. And this is now like 2 meters from your table and bring it to your table. So
right.
we should
And you said you had that effect at a hotel. You said where I mean.
Yeah, I went to, I don't know if I should feel guilty about this or, proud that we're keeping our mental health up here. But my wife and I spent the night in a hotel, the Hotel V in the Phineasstraat, or whatever that street is called near the Amstel. Something with an F. So they're doing the normal, Uber Eats and Deliveroo takeout of food. And they also have sort of a skeleton hotel operation going where you can rent a hotel for the day.
Right.
It's only 49 euros to have like a proper space, room service, coffee, no barking dogs, no kids. I can see that being very popular. And for 25 euros more, you can spend the night. That's a great price to get out of the house with my wife. And they serve room service, but also hotel guests could eat in the restaurant. It was so special.
Wow.
How does that work, right? So the waiter stands half away, and then they deliver the food again to like the table next to yours, and then you bring it over. But fantastic, total compromise.
Right.
Mark Rutte would have been proud, and we had a restaurant experience.
And it wasn't Nicolette Van Dam throwing coffee at you from a meter and a half away. Yeah, there have been enough of those videos. I think we know the joke version of how that should work, and it is hilarious. But even at Boom Chicago, when it comes to serving the customers, the joke does not come first. That'll be for on stage. No, it's not that hard, it seems, to have proper service and table service. And still be part of the meter and a half society. And it's I feel like people are getting used to it now. I am walking the dog. I have a dog, and I'm doing the supermarket shopping or seeing which businesses are essential. So, like this is a smaller shop. How are they going to do it? Oh no, they do. They have a separate entrance and an exit, and it seems like this is the new normal.
Yeah, I know. I just, some of the smaller theaters, I don't know quite how that's going to work. Like we can do a show for 150 people in our big theater with social distancing, and not 300, but at 150 the show goes on. But I don't know what small theaters with one entrance, are going to do. And
that's true. Of all the comedy theaters in Amsterdam, the more, the better known ones, I'm trying to think now. Ooh, that's just one entrance. Yeah. Oh, that's just, maybe there's one.
Right. Tumler's a tough layout too, if you think about that. And plus, it just, the question is the government going to let people who quarantine together sit together in close social distancing? Because on one hand, of course, that makes sense. Why would me and my wife fake quarantine to stay a meter and a half? But on the other hand, if you say anyone that's a roommate can sit together, certainly 4 friends are going to become roommates really quickly, and then they all get a 4 top tables. So, these are interesting questions to figure out how we're going to move forward.
This is great. So again, I'll see you tomorrow night at Boom Chicago for Going Steady with Stacey.
Day one live stream, 8:00 on YouTube. It is a live show, an interactive show. Please join us live, or you can catch up on our YouTube channel like you can with Pep. And I will point this way, Pep and Greg's.
Yes. And it was so fun to do, man. I mean, I had family members from, all across the United States who basically had a family reunion. There were people I haven't talked to for 20 years, and they were tuning in and saying like, oh, and during the show, I was chatting with other family members that they haven't talked to for 15 years. And so, YouTube and YouTube Live and the whole chat thing, it is a new medium. It's kind of fun.
It's the first time Boom Chicago played America publicly, so that was a small silver lining from this whole coronavirus.
Right. Yeah. How about that? Okay. So, and Boom Chicago is reopening at some point, right? And there's a new show.
Planning on June. We'll see what it says tomorrow. If we're
Right.
allowed to do 1.5 meter social distancing, Boom Chicago will be open. If they allow small gatherings, 1.5 meters, the improv classes at Boom Chicago will return. So we are ready for a safe and legal return as soon as it's allowed.
The classes start again in June. Is that?
No, faster. If they open up, I suspect they're going to let 1.5 meter businesses open up immediately at the end of April. So we're going to finish last term where we left off, and then start a new term in May already. But I think people are itching to get out. People are itching for social experiences, and if you can provide safe and legal, social experiences that aren't going to get people sick, then I think they're ready for that, and we're ready to do it.
And the new show getting ready is sitcom in June, and there's more time.
Yay! Welcome to the stream.
Thank you very much.